Denmark, and I live in Jacksonville this year. I go to high school, and I run track right now, and I swam in the fall, and yeah.
So on the way here, Sophie and I talked about holidays, so maybe for a little while, Sophie, talk about the difference, starting from the beginning, the first holiday that you experienced here that you don't have in Denmark.
That was probably Halloween, and we don't have it. We have something similar that's like, I think it's kind of like, they have in Mexico, what is it called?
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo kind of thing.
No, where you like hit something.
Oh, piñata.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, where you like dress up. But yeah, we don't have Halloween.
So what did you think of Halloween?
I think it was fun. I wish we had it in Denmark.
And did you dress up? She didn't live with me.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't dress up? Did you get candy?
Yeah.
You got candy. So what's the difference between Christmas in Denmark and Christmas here?
In Christmas in Denmark is only Christmas Eve. So like we open presents in the evening and go to church and eat duck. We don't do Christmas morning.
No Santa Claus?
Yeah, he comes like every day during December. Every morning, yeah.
Santa comes every day?
Every day. For how many days?
24 days.
For 24 days.
Don't tell our kids.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Thanksgiving is a typical American. What did you think about Thanksgiving dinner here?
It was good. We don't have Thanksgiving.
So, did you have a good host mama cook for you that day?
Yeah. We went to Chicago.
Oh, that's right, we're a big family there. Okay. Well, you mentioned going to church, so talk about how church happens in Denmark, because it's very different than in America.
Yeah. Okay, we have state church, so all churches in Denmark is Lutheran. And it's like, most people is Christian, but they don't really go to church every Sunday. They just, I don't know.
It's like Methodist.
And yeah.
So can you talk about your church experience here, where you've been and what you've been doing?
Okay, like at my first host family, they went to a, what is it called? Presbyterian church.
Presbyterian.
And yeah, now I go to I think it's called First Christian Church.
Christian church.
Yeah. And this, like the First Christian Church is really relaxed compared to the Presbyterian Church. And in Denmark, all the churches is like my church is 800 years old. So they're like, they look really different.
And how would you say the dress is different? Dressing for church.
Like at Presbyterian church, dressed like in suits and stuff. And then this church, some people just wear jeans, so it's more laid back.
How about to Denmark?
Denmark, I don't really know. I think it's like they dress up, not in suits, but like they dress up, yeah.
Well,
Maybe we just speak up a little.
sure. Sure, I think we'll move up a little closer. We don't mind you giving us your back. Does that help, Daddy? So talk about the difference between school in Denmark and school in the United States.
Okay, it's really different. It's like you go 10 years to one school, and I just graduated that school this summer. And then most people take like a year off where they go to like boarding school or like an exchange or something like that. And then when I go back, I have 3 years in something called gymnasium, which is, I think it's kind of like a pre-college thing. And then after that, we go to college, often in like the big cities. And we don't live on the college, it's more like specific, like if you want to be a journalist, you go to a journalism school. So it's like, it's smaller colleges.
So 10 years and then a break for a year.
Yeah.
And then you called it what?
Gymnasium, it's like 3 years. And you can choose not to, but if you want a good education, you have to.
And how long is your college?
It depends. Like if you want to be a doctor, it's like longer than if you want to be a hairdresser. So it depends.
So actually, that was good telling us about the structure and the scope, but what about day-to-day in school? Like when you're in class at Jacksonville High School, how's it compared to being in class in Denmark?
Okay, in Denmark we have the same class every day, like whole day. Here you like change for every hour, and we have like Monday we have like 7 different classes. Then Tuesday we have 7 like other classes. So it like changes every day. Here it's like the same classes all week. It's hard to explain, but some people say it's kind of like blood.
Block schedule.
Yeah, blood schedule.
And one thing I learned from studying with you is how are tests different in Denmark than in the States? When you take a test here, how is it different in Denmark?
Like in Denmark, you can bring notes to tests. Here, you like have to memorize everything. So that was really different.
I'm learning a lot about astronomy. Okay, what was the biggest shock to you about America? Something you thought America was like, but then you got here and found out it wasn't.
Sorry.
People know a lot about Americans, but what's one thing that wasn't the way you heard it was?
Like in Denmark, a lot of people think that America is like California and New York, and like Illinois is nothing like that. Most of my friends think it's like I went to something like California. Yeah.
So there's more to America
Yeah.
than the East and the West.
It's in that, yeah.
But just talk a little bit about the things you've done since you've been here. Places you've been.
I went to Florida for Christmas break, to Destin, Florida, and I've been to Chicago a couple of times, and I've been to St. Louis another time. What else have I done? I went to Arthur to see those Amish people, and I've been to a football game. And what else have I done?
We haven't got her to a Cardinal game yet, right?
Yeah.
Ryla and Cardinal game all coincide. Well, what do you want to tell us about Denmark? Has anybody here been to Denmark? What's like the 3 things you want people to know about Denmark?
Okay, we're like not nominated, but like do they have these people on Earth? They say it's because like the whole like this tax thing, because we pay a lot of taxes. So like no one is really poor and no one is really rich, and we get like paid for college and we get paid for healthcare and everything. And
So you're the happiest people on earth?
yeah,
Okay.
and there's a lot of nature. Like I live 15 minutes from the beach and the forest, because it's like a really small country, so there's beaches all around it. And we speak Danish.
Are the boys any cuter in America than they are in Denmark?
No. Yeah, does anyone have any questions?
What's the population of the country?
6 million people. It's really small. Yeah.
Can you tell us about your family? Do you have any brothers, sisters?
Oh,
What do
yeah,
your
I have
parents do? Do you
A
have a
little.
pet?
Huh?
Do you have any pets?
I have a dog and a cat, and I have a little sister who's 1 year younger than me, and she's going on exchange next year to the Midwest States too. And I have a brother who's 12 years old. My mom is a psychologist, and my dad is a school administrator.